Hello everyone, I am your German snob and I'm here with the start of my new project. As you can see, it's called Postal 2 Share the Pain. Or, well, really just Postal 2. I think Share the Pain is the name of the multiplayer mode or something like that. Well, that's not important right now. Well, Postal 2 is a video game from, if I remember correctly, somewhere in the early 2000s. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it was 2004, but I might very well be wrong about that. And this game is notable for a number of things, among them being rather controversial. That is mostly because this game is an exercise in tastelessness, which I thought would make it quite interesting for... Well, I'm not sure if this is going to be a full Let's Play, but I want to do a few videos on it. So I assume that this might be interesting. And... well, I guess you're going to see what exactly makes this game special. So without further ado, let's get started. New game. There is a rather large variety of difficulty options, with the lowest being Libre mode, which is a reference to... well, I've had this explained to me once. I think that references a video game, well, an anti-video gaming activist who apparently was somewhat well known in the media back then. I've never heard of him. Only one I know is Jack Thompson, who has went quiet by now, which I think is something that we all can be happy about. But I'm rambling, let's start. Here are the controls. I would argue that I'm quite familiar with them, thank you very much. The loading times in this game are rather long. I'll leave them in the beginning and will cut them out later on, to streamline the viewing experience. And here we are in the setting of our game. It was made by Running with Scissors. It's, as far as I know, the only thing that they made. Well, I mean, it's part of a series, but that series is, I think, are the only games that they made. At least as far as I know. Talking about the other games in the series, as far as I know, they're both bad. I don't really know a lot about Postal 1, except that it's supposed to be very dark. Unlike this game, which is very violent and very crass, but on the other hand also really light-hearted. And Postal 3, which was made by a different studio altogether. Well, but there's that. As you can see, the game doesn't exactly look good in any way, shape or form. I think that's kind of the thing to be pointed out. This is not a good game, which is one of the main reasons why I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full Let's Play on it. This is in fact in many ways a pretty poor game. But I thought it makes an interesting little curiosity to make a video about. So, well, what can I say? I feel justified in doing that. Also, the whole camera pan is going on way longer than it should. Or than would be necessary, rather. And doesn't really serve much of a purpose other than introducing us to our setting. The town of Paradise in Arizona.
It's the devil's rectum in here. When did we move to hell?
You were the one who insisted on relocating for that stupid video game job.
Yeah, well, crap doesn't by itself, you know. Why isn't the AC on? Broken. milk.
It's on the damn list.
I'll put you on a damn list. What the? Ah, stupid dog.
Don't let the dog out.
Crap.
And don't forget my rocky road.
Yeah, whatever. Let me guess. I can tell this is going to be an interesting day.
Yes, we all can. So what is this game about?
Go see Vince. I was pretty hungover yesterday, but I think I remember where I work. Score some cash. Excellent. Ah, there it is. Pick up some milk. Now where is that? Here it is.
And that is what this game is about. Just running simple errands. On the other hand, how you go about that is left to your own imagination. And there is a variety of ways to do that. So let's see about that. And let me try to get reacquainted with the controls here. You open up the map with... Wait, almost got it. Well, I think I just opened up the... yeah. So, what can you do? Right now I have a bunch of matches, not much that I can do with them. But, well, later on there will be some uses for them. I can unzip my pants, there is also a reason to do that, and I can read the newspaper.
Developers won't do for a buck. At least it's educational.
Oh, self-aware humor. And the map is on F. Ah, sure. So I guess first thing we are going to do is pick up milk. That one should be the most nearby. Don't forget to press E to hide your weapon, you'll be glad you did. I don't have a weapon right now, but now that I'm thinking of it, I could get one right now. Like that shovel there, and that crack pipe there. These refill your health, but I think there is some side effect to them, which I forgot what it was exactly. So anyway, this game, like many bad games, has a... well, it has some surprising moments of misguided ambition. One of them being, you can enter about every house. Like, for example, that one. I don't think there is necessarily a reason to do so, but, well, you can find some hidden objects. There are some pedestrians, you could randomly attack them, but right now that would be more trouble than it's worth. Right now we are just an innocent civilian, trying to pick up milk.
Thanks.
Which is just what we are going to do. And I'm sorry for looking at the map so much, but... if it helps, it helps. Now that's a loading screen indicator. I'm very happy that they're there, I guess. Because there are plenty of loading times in this game, and... well, to be honest, it's kind of absurd. Because it isn't a game that should really require so much loading. And maybe I'm just thinking from a modern perspective right here, but it's what it feels like to me. So yeah, pick up milk at the Lucky Ganesh store. Now that I'm going to do. Should be that one right here, yes it is.
Look out! God, what's that awful stench?
And it has some vaguely
Did
Indian
someone
music.
slaughter a goat in here? No, seriously, I want to know.
So basically the The joke behind that store is that they're mixing up their Indian and their Middle Eastern stereotypes, which of course is hilarious. Yeah. Well, if I had to describe the sense of humor this game is going for, I would say it's something along the lines of South Park, but much less sophisticated and much less subtle, which is saying something. Anyway, milk.
Too easy.
So now we have a variety of options. Either one is just stealing them, which we could do but it would attract some police attention, or stand in line and pay, which would take some time, and I don't really want that. So there's another way to solve this. You better believe that there is. Ah!
Flowers will grow.
Yeah, you can piss on people in this game. It is a great feature that I wish more video games would have. So hey, get out of here. You too, lady.
Moneyline forms that way, infidel.
You're making it hard for me, aren't you? Much better. So can I pay now?
Hello, and what do you want?
Hi there.
Okay.
Thank you for your unclean visit. Now get out and come again, please.
My pleasure. And that, in essence, is Postal 2. That and much more. Really, we've only seen the beginning of it. So, are you still surprised that this game got some controversy when it was released? No, I don't think you should be. In fact, this game didn't even come out in Germany, which should surprise absolutely no one. Because we are very paranoid about these things and we don't like that kind of stuff. Which is kind of absurd in its own right, but what can I do? I don't really want to go off on a tangent here. Well, just kidding. Actually, going off on a tangent is exactly what I want right here. Censorship of video games in Germany. Terrible thing. And I think it makes us kind of, well, to be fair, Australia does the same thing. But anyway, it's kind of a shame that something like that exists in a Western nation. I mean, what is the point of censorship? Or what makes some organization think that they have to tell adult people what they are allowed to see or play? I think that notion in itself is kind of absurd. And there is a cat. You can do a fun thing with cats, which I will show you later on. But I'm getting off track here. So basically, I don't know, whenever I think of the institutions that censor video games in Germany, I just I kind of can't help but think of a gang of Ned Flanders doubles that are just kind of there sitting in a room and their job is to just be offended at things. And I think that's just such a absurd such an absurd thing. Also, where exactly do I want to go? Get my paycheck at the Running with Scissors studio. The joke here is that our protagonist, a man just named the Postal Dude, and yes, this is his actual name, is actually working on the in the studio that made the game. And there are some anti-video game protesters here. These guys are armed, so we might not want to offend them. However, what we might want to do, and damn, I don't think I remember where it is. But one thing we want to do is get a weapon. And we have one. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but to tell you something that you probably assumed already, the gunplay in this game is not very good. Oh, hey, a shotgun. That's just something to be pointed out at this point, and that's what I was looking for, a cherry can. And some more ammo, which is nice in its own right. But you know, the cherry can is really what I'm here for. And as I said, there is a fun thing we can do with it and these protesters up there. Hello there, nice people. I hope you don't mind. Ah, you don't? Shit. Ah, that's what I wanted to do. And that's only the beginning of options you have in this game. Ah, don't want to fall down there. But I just did. So what can I do about that? Not really much. Other than quickly come back up again. And of course, the corpses look reasonably burned up. And sometimes they still move. Ah, this is the best video game. Okay, as I said, I am not the kind of person who runs around being offended at things. So, this game isn't really doing much in that way for me. I think it's funny in kind of a very blunt and not exactly subtle kind of way. But as I said, it is what it is. And I would go, I would go and say it's mostly innocent fun. It's not a good game, and it's not a game I would recommend, and to be honest, what you're doing right now, that is watching this as a Let's Play, is probably the best thing you can do. I wouldn't really recommend to go out and seek it out on your own to play it yourself, because there is not really that much to it. But it's a fun little novelty kind of game, which, well, you know, you can try it out. There's nothing wrong with it. Also, I think I kind of want to save here, because this game sometimes has a habit of crashing, and therefore I want to make sure.
Vince needs to see you, dude.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to see him. So Vince should be somewhere in here, where his name is on the door. No, don't want to go in with my guns a-blazing. Hello.
Nothing personal, man, but you're fired.
I'm what?
But I just started yesterday.
Okay. You look
Your
like...
check is on my desk. Go get it.
Great. Of course, Vince, I don't know what his real name, what is the rest of his...
Took your action figures.
Vince Steele? I think that is the actual lead programmer of this game.
And done.
Okay. So all I need to do is cash the paycheck and get out of here alive. Which should be a bit hard because these video game protesters are going to come in here.
Who's with me? Come on, everyone, follow me.
And they are armed. So we have to fight our way out.
Hey, dude, you still here?
But luckily we have a variety of weapons. And, well, not really that much health. Boom. I think there should be a first aid kit somewhere, somewhere down there actually. Not that it's really something we are in dire need of, but don't want to pass up a chance. Also there's some more ammo, which is pretty good in its own right. Okay, I'm gonna bail. Can I duck down? I think so, but I don't know exactly.
The
Well, you know.
G-Pool is stagnant, and I am the Minister of Chlorine.
Exactly. You know, the protagonist kind of reminds me of Duke Nukem, only somewhat more cynical. I don't know what I just did, but it was awesome.
Don't crowd, there's plenty for everyone.
Oh no, not that now. Yeah, you're going to die. Boom. So, looks like we made it out there alive. And I really thought that there was a first aid kit somewhere around, but doesn't seem like it. Or maybe I've just missed it. Both are possible. Well, either way, I'm not really out of health yet, and... Is there something back here? No, I don't think so. Just wanted to make sure. Hello there, nice policeman. I hope you're doing your job upholding law and order in this beautiful town here. Yeah. Do I want to enter this house? I wouldn't know why exactly, but can it hurt? I don't think so. Yep, because there is a first aid kit in here and some pistol ammo.
Definitely need more of that.
You know, to be honest, there is a pretty good variety of weapons in there to turn radar on and off. Maybe it can find more than just fish. Actually, I don't really think so. That there is much use for that radar, but I might be wrong. Loading time, going to cut it out. Oh, well.
I think I'll need to keep an eye out for these folks.
Okay.
Definitely hazardous to my health.
I'm not going to cut it out quite yet. Chicken Queen Estates. So, only one thing left to do, and that is cash in the paycheck. And that will be on the other end of the map. Okay. I think, well, actually not quite yet, because there is something I want to show you. Is there any way to run faster? I don't know, actually. And there's one thing I want to show you. And that is the, well, the thing I mentioned before, the fun thing you can do with cats in this game. Just need to find one of these buggers. Because I do think that there should be plenty around. Actually, you know what, once I've shown you that, I'm going to call it an episode for today. Going to do the last errand in the next episode. So, cats anywhere around. Going to make a cut until I find one. See you then. Well, look at that, now we have a shotgun and here we have a cat. Now, let's see if we can catch it. Yeah. And? Now, we use it by... Wait, almost got it. No, not like that. Not like that either. I think it was the enter key. Exactly! So we can use cats as silencers in this game. Isn't that delightful? Boom! Just something I want to show you. I would say this is an integral feature of this video game's gameplay, and yeah. And I think that would be a pretty good point to stop recording for today. So I am your German snob, this is Let's Play Postal 2, and I'll be seeing you again next time. Until then, well, have a good time, enjoy yourself, and don't try any of this at home. Until then, ciao!